Hello everyone, this is Julie.
Hello everyone, this is Snaker.
I think already long time no me everyone. So this time we use for this special time we just can use the online to talk with everyone. And now I think everyone so many friends know this machine. So this time we special to introduce our C-Smart-1Pro and the motor.
Yes, made in the Corona period, many dentists or all of you may already forgot to use our C-Smart-1Pro because that it's been a long time and not working and just stay at home and today we will refresh your memory about how to use our C-Smart-1Pros. And as you know, our C-Smart-1Pro already been sold more than 5 years, and it already been sold to more than 132 countries. And
yes, after this endo motor makeup really so popular, change many dentists even they have the endo motor they will buy one more this one because really the function is very good. So now we will this time we will introduce again this machine, the detail for the function and how to use.
Yes, and today we already prepare a PowerPoint to refresh your memory, and we will tell all details in the PowerPoint introduction pillars. So please focus on our PowerPoint and refresh your memory. Okay, let's begin.
Okay, let's begin. Okay, just now we're already talking about something about our COXO and the motor, C-Smart-1Pro, and then let me introduce about the detail. First, you can know COXO made the endo motor already more than 14 years from 2006 to 2020. For endo motor, the most important is inside the program. And the program, you need many years to collect the different digital from the beginning till now. We already thousands of cases to get this digital to update our inside the program. Now in the market, some endomotor factory they say, oh, they are very good endomotor, but you need to know the endomotor inside the program. It needs a long time, many years to update the program. So just 1 year, 2 year, how they can make out the good endomotor. COXO made the endomotor already more than 14 years. So you can see COXO already made more than 13 models of the endomotor. From the old model, you can see this very old model. Until now, we still sell so popular, so many. And then now the newest one, C-Smart-1Pro and C-Smart Mini AP wireless with endomotor and apex locator. We sell already more than 120,000 pieces all over the world. Let me introduce for you the C-Smart-1Pro, the detail function. You can see here, COXO and C-Smart-1Pro. This one have some key point, the most different with other company. They have the big color screen, touch control with the LED light, including many different file system inside, and the calibration, and it can set in many language. So now let me one by one to introduce for you inside the different function. First, you can see this is color screen, very clearly to see. For dentists, you put the machine on the table and then you need to do the treatment. Dentists, when they do the treatment, it's very easy to see, so colorful and big screen. Second, you can see this touch control. Before, for the old model, many clients complain that the keyboard often sometimes with water then will broken. But this new model, you can see this touch control, even some water on the keyboard. The same is work very good. And then this touch screen, even you use with the glove, same no problem, it can touch. No need use the pressure to pat it, just touch, it's okay. This one is the newest one with the LED light in the market. For dentists, when they use this put into the mouth, they can see very clearly inside the mouth for the root canal and the teeth. In the market have many after COXO make out this with the LED and the motor, and then more and more and the motor factory they follow us to make out the LED part. But most of them they cannot autoclave well, and this LED part COXO do many tests to be sure it can autoclave very well for a long time, no problem. Inside have a different language. You can see we can set in the language like the Arabic, Spanish, English, Chinese, so many different languages you can choose as you need. This model it can use very simple, just a free walking model. Model 1, only the apex locator, you can see. Here you can set in the step. If the dentist, sometimes they worry it will overfill or touch the apex, then they will set in a little up. Normally, you can set in from the apex to use this apex locator. And then the model 2 is for only the endomotor, because some dentists they have only the apex locator. So after they do the test, they won't only do the endo function. So here, model 2 is only the endo function. Model 3 is the endomotor with the apex locator. This I need to remind you, if you want to use this endomotor with the apex locator function, you need to set in the model 1 for the apex step here. This one you want to set a little up from the apex, you need to set in at model 1. And this one is a very safe model because they can reverse when they meet the top. Here show 1.5, right? And then when they meet the top to 1.5, they will reverse here. If another reverse is when they touch the apex or nearby this step, then the same they will auto reverse. So this is a very safe model, very safe model. No need to worry about that you will open the apex. This one special suitable for the new dentist, and for the normal experienced dentist, now step by step they are like this model much more. You can see this one, just one key, but it can have many functions. Sure, press 1 is turn on and press again is turn off. But when you press it few seconds, they will reverse. So this key have many functions for turn on, turn off, and the reverse. Forwards, the same, it need to few seconds, then they will reverse and forward. And this control angle, 16:1 control angle. This control angle we use the same size with the NSK, so it can very suitable with our endo motor, the speed. You can see this control angle, 16:1. And with special design here, this head uses small mini push button control angle head. Some endomotor in the market, they use the normal standard head control angle. It's very difficult when you want do the treatment. The patient need to open the mouth bigger and bigger. Then the dentist can be working very well. So we special design for the push button mini head. the dentist can be more easy to do the treatment for this mini head. Here you can see where inside this machine already have many systems, different brand, different system inside. So it means you buy this machine already, it can use for all the final system in the world. And then we have one empty system you can set in by yourself too. This one, it can show here. When you walk in, they will show for you the talk. Then they can more safe for the end of file. Because when the end of file, if here they show 1.5, and when your end of file is already touched for 2, then the end of file very easy broken. So this here show for you when you touch 1.5, then you must return reverse. And here, if you use the model free, you can see here. If you use the model free, the same they will show the apex locator and show for you here the torque. Then it's very safe. When they touch the apex, nearby the apex, they will reverse. When they reach this 1.3 Newton, then they will reverse. So to protect the end of file not broken into the root canal. Here we have another very important function is for calibration. This calibration, I suggest you how to use, such as you use for filament, the control angle you use for so many time, for long time, maybe inside the size already change a little. At that time, the speed and the torque maybe not exactly same as the machine show, so you need to do filament again to do the calibration. Another is when you change the control angle, the same. You need to do the calibration again because the speed and the torque, maybe the machine show is for 1.5 Newton, but in fact the handle come out the top is 2 Newton, like that way. So it will broken the file. So you need to remind to do the calibration when you do change the control angle. Or filament, you do one time the calibration to be sure the handle, the control angle come out the speed and the torque is the same as the machine show for you to see the speed and the torque. And this machine, we have the model one is only the apex locator. We special to give you one key. This key can be teach you to how to track the apex locator is certainly or not. So you can see here, later I will do the hands-on for you to teach you how to use this key to be sure this machine, the apex locator is certainly or not. Okay, you can see this key. You can check in by yourself. Put inside and then they will check here step by step. Check the machine inside the program, everything okay or not, and check the connector. Then take it out to check the apex wire step by step. So they can, after you use this key to check the machine, you will know it's the machine problem, connector problem, or the apex wire problem. Because the apex wire you use for a long time, you need to change. Okay, here inside our machine have many systems. So you can see this is for 360-degree rotate function. And then this is a with support. Now you can see here when you turn on this machine with the LED line, you can see very clearly to see the mouth inside the patient. Apex locator and the motor working together, this model 3. You can see where is the file in the root canal from here. Stable. Just now I tell you our COXO made Endo motor already more than 14 years. So the most important is the end of for the program. You can see here. Sure, this program here inside is a very stable program. And then our PCB use 4-player. You can see here, 4-player PCB. Now in the market, the simple Endo motor, they only can do 1-player or 1-layer or 2-layer PCB only. But COXO, we have the very good technology to make this machine for 4-layer PCB. So it's very stable of our Endo motor. Special for this PCB, we will do the high temperature test to be sure the quality. And this key, we do get 100,000 time test. It still can working very well. COXO will pay attention for every small point to be sure our product quality. So you can see this touch screen key, we take a test for more than 100,000 times. Even the connector, the plugger for the apex locator. Now, I think many dentists have a feedback say, "Oh, my machine cannot work." But most of the problem for the machine cannot work is not for the problem for the machine. It's for the apex wire or the apex wire plugger. So with special for this case, we do the test. The plugger life can be more than 20,000 times, no problem. So this one can be working for a long time. If sometimes the dentist worry about they adjust inside the file system and then cannot remember to how to set him back, so don't worry, you can reset. You can choose here. They have the reset function for you to reset the machine to be the factory setting. Here something else. Okay, and then sure, how we say our COXO machine is good machine. We use a compare. We buy this machine. You can see we do the test for this dentsply machine. First, this machine COXO have apex locator, and they don't have the apex locator. Second is for they have the COXO have motor and apex locator function together, but they don't have. And then COXO have the auto reverse by the top. Sure, that's why they have. But COXO have one special point is for we have one final position reverse. They don't have because they don't have the apex locator function. And then here COXO have the LED, and they don't have the LED because they have LED. It can more clearly. COXO machine, the screen is much bigger and colorful, but they don't have. And then COXO system, COXO and the motor have all the famous system. Okay, we can see here. For the COXO and the motor inside have all the famous system, and we have a one empty program for you to setting the system by yourself. But for dentsply machine, they just have the program for dentsply. So COXO machine is still for all over the world the famous system. But dentsply, they only for them. And then we can see here, with application, sure, both COXO and dentsply machine they have. And the top, COXO can be 0.6 to 5.2, and then dentsply can be 0.6 to 4 Newton only. And the speed In fact, COXO can be made a bigger speed, but I think our engineers say this speed is enough. No need to make so much so fast because it's too dangerous to open the APS or broken the file. So we setting the speed only 150 to 650, and then the density they setting the speed is 250 to 1200. And then battery, it can working, COXO can be working for 4 hours more, then Sprite just can working for 2 hours. With charger time, sure, COXO it need about 4 hours to recharge, and then Sprite only 5, then Sprite is 5 hours. We can see here the control angle, the same as a mini push button control angle, but COXO use the key button is the touch button. For dance sprite, they need to press it, then it can work. Calibration, both the cook and the motor, it must have the calibration together. Okay, so that's the last. Let me repeat again. Our C-Smart-1Pro, C-Smart-1Pro apex locator, it have the special function for. First is the big screen, touch control with the LED. Inside have all the file system, and it can calibration. You can set in the language, many different language. So this is some experience of this product. So I hope you can like our COXO Endo motor. Okay, just now I already used our PPT to show everyone this machine what is the different function and so many good function for dentists. It's a very convenient machine for the endo. So now it's time to teach you how to operate this machine, how to use it. How about you? You remember how to use?
Yes, and I already know all details and to use this C-Smart-1Pro, but today may I really want to refresh my memory and start again. So please, let's begin.
Okay, let me do the operation now.
Okay.
So now let me teach you how to use this C-Smart-1Pro and the motor. First, here the power key, turn on this machine. Then you can see this machine have model 1, apex locator function. Model 2, only the endo motor. Model 3, apex locator and the endo motor together. And then now first we need to teach you the model 1. Model 1, here we use the apex wire, this wire. Here, apex locator wire. And then you need to use this one to connect it to make the test of the apex. This we make like a T root candle inside to show for you how to use the apex locator function. Here you can see when the amplifier touch the root canal, then they will begin to show. And when you connect the apex wire, here we will be show the green color. If the apex wire have a problem, here will show the red color. Okay, you can see. Turn around the amplifier for the amplifier go inside. we do the 3,000 time test with the monitor, it can do the same digital. So this is very exactly apex locator function. Okay, here when they touch this position, then they will make the voice will be bigger and bigger. Okay, this is how to use the model 1. Okay, now let me teach you use this key to test apex locator function, good or not. So first use this key to setting here. Then you can see they check the machine to program everything by themselves. And second, they checking the connector. Then you need to take out this key, change to apex wire to setting inside. Then put this holder together to set into this wire. At this time, you need to hurry because otherwise they will show effort. Okay, put like that way. Then you can see now they checking this wire good or not. So at last they check here step by step all already okay. It means this apex locator is good function now. Okay, now let me teach you the model 2, how to use it. Model 2 is only the Endo motor. Only the Endo motor, then you can see here, they show you need to connect the Endo motor. So let me connect the Endo motor here. After you connect the Endo motor, you can see here already no flashing, already show you connect the Endo motor. And then you can see here, they have all the system, famous system all over the world. And now you need to choose the correct final and correct size for here. So now let me choose for you. Here, now we use is our SOCO file. And then this is 0219. So we need to choose the file system and choose the file size here. So let me teach you. You can choose the system by this here, file system. Okay, choose the SOCO and then choose the file here, different size. This one is 0219, so now it's correct. So you can see here, the speed and the top already automatic here. So let me show for you. It's model 2, only the Endo motor. You can see they with the line very clearly. When they're walking, here they show forward. And when they reverse, they will show reverse. Very clearly for dentists to see here. Okay, let me try for you. So model 2 only the Endo motor. Now I show for you how they're working. When you go into the root canal, you can see very clearly with the line. And then when they touch 1.5 Newton, here will be reverse. Now I use it for the block very hard, but in fact, you use the rear teeth, the root canal is more soft. So this is where will be very easy to touch the top 1.5 Newton. So let me try for you, have a look. You see, 1.5 Newton reverse at once. So this is model 2. Now let me show for you the model 3. Model 3 here, you can see the difference. Here have the apex locator together and with the Endo motor. And the function is the same. You need to choose the correct file system and file size. This one is for SC port, 0219, show the speed and the torque already here. Attention for one more special function because model 3 have the apex locator here. And then we have a setting. You can see when you press the set, you can set the speed and you can set in the top. And one more, you can set in the position here, like this way up and down. Some dentists like to set in a little up from the apex about 0.1, and some dentists they like to set in very good experience. They can set in from the apex directly. So this is very safe, not broken the Endo file. This model 3, and then now, just now we use 0219. This is a very short to open file. Let me use a normal Endo file here. 0425 to test for you. Have a look. This is 0425. Turn on, and then you can see here. When you put into the root canal, you can see they will show your endo file is near the, go into the root canal. And then you step by step go inside. When they meet the top 1.5, then they will reverse. And when they touch the position, show reverse. You see, they auto reverse. Let me try again. Go inside, step by step. And then the voice will be bigger and bigger. Touch and then reverse. When they touch this position, reverse. Touch this top, they reverse. So this is a very safe model for model 3. Okay, now you already introduced how to use our model 1, model 2, model 3, different function. Then we have some extra function for this machine. Let me introduce as this model for a few seconds. Then they will go into this page. You can see here, you can choose the language, English, Arabic, Chinese, different language. And here have the auto reverse. You want to turn on the auto reverse or turn off. And have the LED delays. You want to delay for 1 second. Here have LED light turn on or turn off. And have the LED delay 1 second, 2 seconds, different second. And if you want to choose the calibration, here. Just now I already with my, before already with my calibration is very important. After you change the control angle, you must use the calibration to be sure the speed and the torque is same. And at last you can here have the reset. It means when you're setting the file system, maybe you adjust the speed and the torque to be different. You worry you make a mistake, you can setting reset. And then everything will be changed to be factory setting. Okay.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks for your course.
You're welcome. Just now I already introduced how to use this machine. I hope everyone can be remember now this machine, how to use it, and the good function for this machine. I hope everyone like this machine.
Yes, if you don't remember, and please try to watch again.
Okay, any question you can leave the message for us.
Yes, and please focus on our Facebook main page. We will share some product introduction videos and some professional dentist experience. And even we will live on, and we will have more and more activities. Just like today, we also have the lucky draw. May you will be the lucky draw.
I hope everyone can be the lucky draw. Okay, this time is here now. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time.
See you next
See
time.
you next time. Bye.